Hello and welcome. Today we're going to continue our discussion of arena ranking and reflections, and today is all about concepts. Concepts are basically a power-up or an add-on to your reflection. They are confusing, non-intuitive, intimidating, and there's no tutorial to speak of. The game just throws you into the deep end and you have to figure it out. So let's get started. Let's go into the arc and go into our reflections. Above the Call of Reflection tab on the left, the fourth tab, on the right, the fourth tab, above that tab is where you can equip concepts for the reflection. At the top of this window, I have 5 concepts equipped. Let's go look at Hell's Morning Breeze, where I have no concepts equipped. The center spot where the core concept goes is always open. You unlock the remaining 4 spots when your reflection reaches level 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, as you can see here. There's another really important piece of information here under core skill. It reads, the core concept skill will take effect in styling battles. What does that mean and why is that so important? It means that the core concept, and only the core concept, will be used to determine which skill is used in styling battles. You have 5 concepts equipped, you have 5 concepts equipped, but it is the core concept that determines the skill that will be used. Let's go back to Mercury L's Elegy. I have all 5 concepts equipped. The core concept is the center or the middle concept. It is the only one that will determine which skill is used by this reflection. There are 2 skills to choose from, modeling skills and call of reflection. If we read the box that says Core Skill 1, you'll see that Director's Day, my core concept, has the modeling skill. If we open up Director's Day 1, it has the modeling skill. I know it says Glamour skill, Glamour search, let's put that in your back pocket for just a second. So Director's Day 1, which is my core concept, has the modeling skill. If we switch that out with Nikki's World 1, you'll notice where it says core skill, it's changed to call of reflection. Let's open Nikki's World 1. And it has the call of reflection skill. All concepts use a glamour search. That will always be there, and we'll come back to that. So what are the modeling skills and the call of reflection skill? What exactly are we boosting when we choose one? The first skill, modeling skills, are the 4 buttons that you press during styling battles. Stunning aura during the dress round, shiny shiny during the accessory rounds, perfect hairstyle during the hair round, and finally brisk pace during the shoe round. The second skill, call of reflection, is the button with the picture of the designer on it that you press during the styling battle. This will make more sense if we see it in action. So I'm going to choose a stage that Honey drops out of anyway. Let's skip the story. And I'm just going to wear a dress and shoes and choose Jax. Otherwise, the battle ends too quickly. So, modeling skills, when you choose modeling skills, you will boost the 4 buttons on the left. If you choose the call of reflection skill, you will boost the button on the right that has the picture of Jax on it. So let's start our battle. Oh, what did I do? All right, let's try that again. Okay, start with Stunning Aura. These are the modeling skills being boosted right now. Well, I don't have anything. Well, if you choose that. Shiny, shiny. This particular reflection. There's Jack's going. This particular reflection doesn't have anything. It doesn't have any concepts equipped. Shiny, shiny again. Shiny, shiny for a third time. And then brisk pace. So the modeling skills were boosting the 4 buttons on the left. Call of Reflection was boosting the Jack's button. It's the button that has the picture of the designer on it. Let's head back to the arc. So which one do you choose? Which one do you choose as your core skill? Do you choose modeling skills or do you choose the Call of Reflection skill? This will be probably the only time you're going to get an easy answer when it comes to concepts. You always choose modeling skills. In all of my research and also talking to my very experienced skill mates, the answer came back every time, always choose modeling skills. So pick a concept that has modeling skills as your core concept every time. So what is Glamour Surge? It's on every concept, so no matter which concept you put in the core, you'll have the Glamour Surge. You'll have Glamour Surge. Glamour Surge will not show on your competence score, but is absolutely still part of the styling battle. Glamour Surge is a proc, which is a Warcraft term, so it really works for me. Proc stands for Programmed Random Occurrence. It may or may not activate during the styling battle. The chance of triggering Glamour Surge is higher the more rare the concept. Let's open up Lilith Telosma's Kiss. She has nothing equipped, and that's why we're using her. If we put an R concept in the core spot, you can see that Glamour Surge has a 10% chance. Let's put an SR in there. Glamour Surge now has a 16% chance. SSR 20% chance. And finally a UR, a 25% chance. Let's go to Arena. In Arena and ranking, you can see everyone's competence score. But like I mentioned before, Glamour Surge does not show in your competence score, but it's still part of the styling battle against your opponents. If you wonder why someone with a lower competence score than you was able to beat you, it's because of Glamour Surge. The last thing to cover when talking about a concept's core skills is SSR and UR concepts that have been leveled up past level 25. At level 25, a second core skill unlocks, raising your Shining Moment score for SSR and UR concepts. The only UR or SSR concept I have leveled past 25 is Forever Night 1, so we're going to look at that. So right now, I have an SR concept equipped, so there's no second skill. Let's put in our UR, Forever Night 1, that's leveled past 25, and you see that a second core skill is added. All right, we have finished the core skills of concept, so let's move on to the next topic, leveling and pedaling, or deepening concepts. Let's go to promote concept on the upper left-hand corner. Promote is just a synonym for upgrade. We're going to upgrade our concepts. This is all about upgrading. When you first come in here, it's a lot. For me, it's too much. The tabs at the top will filter the concepts by attribute. Let's do that and cut down on the chaos. So there's elegant, fresh, sweet, sexy, and cool. There are two ways to upgrade your concept. Let's click on a concept and open the upgrade window. You can level it up. There's two tabs at the top. The upgrade tab is where you level your concept up. And the tab deepen is where you pedal your concept. The first question obviously is, what mats do I use to upgrade my concepts? And here's yet another non-intuitive thing about concepts. Duplicate concepts are mats. When I first started working with concepts, I didn't understand that. You only need one of each concept. All duplicates are mats. These duplicates can be used in a variety of ways. So you can see this. If we look down at the spaces at the bottom, those are duplicates. It will only post duplicates there that you can use as mats. And in what way can these mats be used? What way can these duplicates be used? First, we'll go here. You can use them to level up your concept. I'm going to press duplicates now, and you can see it's leveling up. I'm not going to press upgrade because I'm not going to upgrade an R concept. But second, dupes of the same concept. See, this is the same concept. Suicidal Seals Diary. Anyways, dupes of the same concept, and it has to be the same concept, can be used to deepen or pedal your concept. I'm going to press on the dupe, and you see, if you look up there, if I press deepen, which I'm not going to, because it's an R concept, it has pedaled, it has added a pedal. Third, they can be, oops, I went too far out. No, I didn't, that's right. They can be decomposed. Oh no, okay, I'm all over the place. Let's go back to our person here. Oh no, it won't work there. That's what I was doing. Okay, we have to go to a higher concept. Deepen. Okay. Third, they can be used to decompose into concept crystals to deepen any concept. When they're not decomposed, you can only use them for a concept of that's the same concept. If they are decomposed into concept crystals, they become generic and they can be used to deepen any concept. However, if we click on concept crystal, that's where you can decompose the concept. This is very inefficient and I don't recommend it. I burned through several concepts before I figured this out. And maybe in time, if we're swimming in concepts, eventually you would do this, but certainly not right now. It's very inefficient. And we're still leveling everything. Okay, and the fourth thing you can do with the duplicates is you can merge concepts. You can merge 3 duplicates. You can merge, let's go to the R tab. You can merge 3 R duplicates to get an SR concept or SR concept shards. Go to the SR tab. You can merge 3 SR concepts to get an SSR concept or SSR shards, and as you see, that would lead to UR. You're much more likely to get the shards rather than the concept. It's a slow climb. And if the blue button, shard exchange, that's where you would get a random concept when you have enough shards. The game rewards you concept shards all the time, like all the time. So come in here often to check shards and get any concepts. Also, I would not recommend this. I wouldn't recommend merging right now. Use your duplicates as mats to level and pedal your concepts. And then after a time, you can start using merge. Leveling and pedaling significantly increases the power of your reflection and your competence score. And that's why you want to use your duplicates as mats first. to level and petal. So let's do some leveling and pedaling. So we go to the promote concept. So we start with pedaling even though it's a second tab. Pedaling requires a specific concept duplicate, whereas leveling you can use any duplicate. I wouldn't want to accidentally use this, if I was trying to pedal this concept, I wouldn't want to accidentally use this duplicate to level when I needed it. And there's only one. Actually, is there only one? No, there's four. But anyways, you see what I'm saying. The rarer the concept, the less of these you'll have. They become more precious to deepen, to pedal that concept. Pedaling goes hand in hand with placement. We have to talk about the two together. So let's go back to reflections. And let's look at Lowen flying with the wind. You pedal only your core concept, the middle concept. Do not pedal the other four. It's just a waste of mats. Do you see the left-hand side where it says core skill and there's a flower next to it? All the petals on the flower are red because I've completely pedaled this core concept. If I switch the concepts, the core concepts, now the flower only has one red petal. And that's because I haven't pedaled this concept at all. It's still at the base level before you upgraded, which is one petal. Pedal only your core concept. So then, of course, the question is, which concept do I choose to be my core concept? So let's talk about placement. And to talk about placement, we need to talk about sets. So let's go back into Promote Concepts in the Fresh tab. We're here because I have a set of 2 and a set of 3. So you see I have Nikki's World 1 and 2. That is a set that only has 2, so it's complete. I also have Director's Day 1, 2, and 3. That set only has 3, so that set is also complete. There are sets of 2 and there are sets of 3. You'll need the complete set to achieve resonance. Let's head back to the reflections and look at Low and Glittering Date. I have a set of 3 here. If I move one of them so that only 2 of the 3 are next to each other, I no longer have resonance. You need a complete set to achieve resonance. Looking at these concepts, I have this 3 set to the left. If we look at Mercury Elves Elegy, I have this 3 set to the right. And there's a reason for that. So my core concept for this group is Director's Day 1. If we open up Director's Day 1, you see that it has the modeling skill. If I put it like that, you can see that the core skill is changed to Call of Reflection. And that's because Director's Day 3 has Call of Reflection. And of course it's the same for Lowen's Glittering Date. I wanted Cloud Designer 3 because it has modeling skill as its skill, and I want that in the core spot. If I switch them, I now have Call of Reflection as my core skill, which I do not want. The obvious question is, what about the middle card of the set? Why don't you put the set so the middle card is the core concept? Like this. It's because you want to leave room for a 2 set on one side. Let's go look at my fresh reflection. Mercury Elves Elegy. So let's put, oops, opened the wrong thing, wasn't paying attention. So let's put Nikki's World 1 and 2 off to the side. So now we have a 2-set resonance on the left and our 2-set resonance on the right. If this is the ideal placement, then why do I not have it like this already? If you look at the number below the last concept on the right, where it says plus 5734, this is the boost that these concepts will give to the primary attribute of the reflection, which in this case is green. It's fresh. Watch what happens to that number when I put my UR concept back into play. It changes, it went up quite a bit. So what does that mean? It means that I have two different answers to this question of placement, both from reliable sources. It means that I can't definitively answer the question of placement, other than to say always put modeling skills as your core skill. And finally, it means that the answer is complex. So let's begin with the two different answers from the Shining Nikki community. The first answer from my guildmates, who are very experienced players coming from the Taiwanese servers, have said to place a 2-set and a 3-set of resonant concepts next to each other, either like this. Oops. Why are you not? Oh, because I need, there we go, or like that. And the second answer comes from a spreadsheet by Alexa from the Shining Nikki Discord, and I'll put the link in the description to the Discord. And Alexa doesn't even consider URs. She uses an SSR set at the core with another SSR2, she uses an SSR2 set at the core with another SSR2 set on the side, or she fills it out with SRs. In her notes on the side of the spreadsheet, she says that a 5-petaled SSR is equal to a 3-petaled UR. Therefore, and I'm guessing her reasoning here, she didn't include URs because they are much more difficult to petal than an SSR, and it's also easier to obtain an SSR than a UR. Now, I just threw a bunch of terms at you, but don't worry, we're going to break all of that down. Let's do some comparisons of petaling. Let's go to Promote Concept to the Pink Suite tab. I know that I keep saying the color and then the attribute name, and it's because I'm just trying to help people remember which is which. I could just say the pink tab or the sweet tab, but I'm just trying to link those two so it's easier to remember. All right, so we're going to the pink tab. Right, let's go. My Nikki in Maryland is what we want to look at. Okay, so Nikki in Maryland. So Nikki in Maryland has 3 petals. If you look at the modeling skill boost, it's 24%. Now let's look at the 10 by 10 youth. Oh, so this is an SSR. So this is a 3-petaled SSR. Let's try that again. 3-petaled SSR, and it's got a 24% boost. Now we're going to look at a 5-petaled SR, which is 10 by 10 youth. It is also 24%. So a 3-petaled SSR is the same as a 5-petaled SR. Kind of, it doesn't have its second skill, but I'm bringing you to this other logic. We're moving on up. We're going to go to where Alexa was talking about SSRs and URs. So a 5-petaled SR is the same as a 3-petaled SSR. And then following that logic, a 5-petaled SSR is the same as a 3-petaled SR. Now, of course, a 5-petaled UR, I said that wrong, didn't I? I'm sorry. A 5-petaled SSR is the same as a 3-petaled UR. Now, of course, a 5-petaled UR would be the strongest, but I think that's a very long-term goal. In the meantime, you might try Alexa's strategy and use a 2-set SSR as your core, with another 2-set at the side if it's available. With an SSR at the core, you'll also get that second core skill unlocked when it gets to level 25. And finally, onto the complexity of the answer. And finally onto the complexity of the answer of placement. How did I pick my concepts and arrange them the way that I did? The answer is, I didn't really know what I was doing, and now I've invested too many mats, and too many resources to change lanes. There are only 2 days left in Arena this week because it's Friday today, so I have to commit to my choices. After Arena closes for this week on Saturday, I can start to experiment with my concepts again, and I plan to. The pressure will be off, and it'll give me more room to play around, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, you have to use what you have available, whatever the great Nikki orangey gods have given you. So, being situational and different for each person, the answer is complex. You work with what you have on hand. Over time, your concepts will look more orderly, but I do think it'll be chaotic for a while, and that's okay. So, since we're here, I want to finish talking about pedaling real quick. I pedal before I level because I need duplicates of the same card, the same concept to pedal. I don't want to accidentally use those to level when I need them to pedal. So let's go pedal really quick just for an example. Let's go back to this one. Deepen, select it. Well, I'm not going to press the button. I want to use that as a mat. But if I press deepen, I would have pedaled this. I'm sorry, I'm going through my notes. All right. Okay, now that you've pedaled, you can use the dupes to level. I'm going to only level, okay. So let's go back to here to upgrade. Once again, and you can also use your frozen hearts. I don't want to press frozen hearts because those ones, I don't think it waits for you. I don't want to you know what? So Arena this week is green, red, blue. So I've been leveling them. We'll level only the ones for Arena. I've been leveling them pretty fair. Hang on. Yeah, I've been leveling them pretty across the board about the same. Pretty evenly. And that's because the mats go farther at lower levels, and I feel I get more return in my competence for how many mats I use. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I do. So for example, let's look at green. You can see which concepts I'm using because the concept level is in the upper right-hand corner. And if it says a lot of them just have one on them, I haven't touched those. So let's see, we've got a 14, 13, 11. What do we have? What do we have in here? 13. I thought I had a 10. Yep, there we go. Let's level that boy. He's only a 10. So you can use your frozen hearts to level him. Let's upgrade him. And you can use your duplicates. Now I'm going to use duplicates to level them. There we go, and upgrade him. So to wrap up, I would also like to mention the full sets that you get as paying players. Hell's Ambition 1 and 2. You get Hell's Ambition 1 at V11, Hell's Ambition 2 at V13. This is a blue SSR 2 set. There's Forever Night 1, 2, and 3, which is an elegant UR set. You get the last one, Forever Night 3 at V17, and you will get a complete cool UR set at even higher V levels than V17. Finally, I need to sincerely thank my guildmates, Jane, Crystal, Kami, and Maja. They have been so generous with their time and their patience and their knowledge. They have answered so many questions. And in general, all of my guildmates at Aurora are just the best and so helpful. And a thank you to Alexa for making the concept spreadsheet. She has a ranking guide, and inside the ranking guide is the link to the concept spreadsheet. You'll find her ranking guide in the master list posted on the Guides and Resources channel of the Shining Nikki Discord. I'll put the link in the description. Oh, excuse me. I'll be posting part 3, the final part of the series, tomorrow. I'll be discussing things like Stylist Academy, clothes, makeup, Nikki Bond, archives, etc., and wrapping up the subject. Thank you for your time and for watching, and I hope you have an excellent day.